Hey, what's going on, man? Figured I'd send this to you and let you see what you thought. This is an infinite breeder trading system. It's modular, and you can turn it on and off. As right now, it's off. Um, if I was to send that guy up, it will then allow these to start breeding. Um, the original kill switch was a redstone torch underneath here, and then it would let that get a one tick pulse and turn it back. But it doesn't work, so I had to do a repeater and a comparator here on negative and one setting there. Um, I thought about something like this for an infinite breeder for village breeder setup. Oh, there's one right there. Um, the premise behind it is easy. Basically, what you do is you send that guy back, and it pushes him to the sides, and you push your little button here, and it goes and it captures one and it brings him back. Um, and then you can do your trading with them. And if it's not one that you want, you just kill it. And that's great. But my question was, what do you do if it's one that you want to keep? So more than just two. So I kind of come up with, and I figured we could do something like this somewhere off-site till we found the ones that we wanted to keep. And then once we find a perfect one that's really good, and have farms all around, all the stuff that they'll need. And then once we get a perfect one, which is one where the very last trade is either iron for a blacksmith or paper for, I think it's a librarian, um, that's the one we want, at least to start everything. Um, and then once we get one, I thought about doing it over the water where nothing can spawn around it and we won't have zombies and stuff like that. I was trying to do little discs, and basically I got a 25 disc and it works. I was wanting to do something where I would have the breeder system somewhere else and then the actual perfect villager set up somewhere else. I thought about trying to do it on top, but I forgot that it needs an open spot for the village. So maybe I'll have to move this up there. But my main concern after that was what to do with the villagers after we get it. So I kind of developed something a little bit odd here. And maybe you can help me with it later. But basically, you just throw mine carts, no big deal. But basically, same setup as before. When you need one, oh, there's one right there actually. Oh, I'll have to turn it on. There we go. And we'll just do this. And we caught him. Alright, so normally it'll look like this. So what I thought about doing, did that bring him up there? Yeah. Okay, I got the water backwards. Alright. So what I thought about doing is, okay, say this guy is one of them that we want to keep, then what do we do? So I kind of went with a piston down here, so you can remove that block, adding in another track, and then going around, removing that so that we can jump up here and push him off. And then take him to wherever we need to go. And then you have to break that, put that back, and then you're fine. And got to replace my cart. So to me it seems like a lot of work. Maybe you got some better ideas on what to do with that, but I like the system. I think this is what we'll use for the infinite breeder. And then, just like before, whenever you're ready to shut it off, you just do that, and it drops them down. And I got the cutoff here for the water, if you just want them to chill out. It's a pretty easy design. I think it's like from the very bottom all the way up, it's like 13 blocks tall. And I think it's like 13 long and like 11 wide. it's not that big of a deal to do. It's pretty resource friendly. Just my question is, you know, what do you have on ideas for what to do with them after we get them? Because basically, what we'll need to do is have little, and I had a bunch of them set up here before and I took them all down. Just do something like this. There's a quartz slab. There we go. And we'll just have basically a setup somewhere like, if say this was where we wanted to put them, we would have a setup like this. They would have our perfect villagers in it. And then basically you just go around and, you know, then you just go and you trade with them. Now see how this guy has paper for the first one? That's what you don't want. You want paper to be the very last thing. Because the last one resets all the other ones, and if I was to trade a whole bunch with him, then it would knock it out and I wouldn't be able to do it until I go to the last one. So that's why they're called the perfect villager. But yeah, I'm kind of curious as what you think we should do for it. And then that way we can have our perfect villager setups, and then we won't have to worry about mining or anything like that. I think there's only 5 villagers, so we'll only need 5 little pods like that. But keeping them here on tracks, this will be fine. So if you want to do this, let me know. I'll build it. It's not a big problem. We'll need 3 villagers, at least 2 for in here and 1 on a minecart. But I'll build it if you think it's a good idea, and then maybe you can help me a little bit with getting it out if you think this is a bit redundant, but I think it's nice. My only problem is you know, these still get viewed in the village, so if they were still too close, basically I was trying to do it all on one platform and just have these guys go out to the side, but it would still count them as for the village count, so it wouldn't be cool. So we'll have to take them away from the breeder whenever we're done. We can do this underground and then bring them up if you'd like. It's entirely up to you, but I do believe that this has to see, it has to have a clear line of sight. So this would have to be done somewhere, and then the villagers would have to be transported away. So a little bit confusing. Let me know if you need any more information on it. But it's by DocM77 that did it. The video is the Minecraft Villager Trading Machine Tutorial Infinite Training by DocM77. It was back on August of 2012, and this thing still works. The only thing I had to modify from the original design was this ticker right here, so I get a 1 tick pulse for the lava to pop out. I'm missing a button. But yeah, let me know if this would be something you'd be willing to work on with me, and we'll get it taken care of. I think it would be cool to have a good trading system. And then once we get the perfect ones, you know, we can move them where we want. You know, some at your base, I know some at my base, or we can just leave them out there for everybody to trade with. And then we put farms all the way around it. You know, you can have a sugarcane farm for paper for the perfect librarian. We've already got the iron farms for iron for the perfect blacksmith, and I really think that's probably the only 2 that we'd want to do, or just those 2. So let me know if you want to build it and if you got any ideas, and I guess I'll pick out a spot in the middle of the bridge off to the ocean where I can't see our golem farms, and I'll get to building. So let me know, man. Talk to you later.